Hey, so we've been trying to get a hold of Death Cargo for a while.
And we failed.
We've horribly failed. Luckily, someone else didn't.
No, yeah. To be fair, me and Wooly tried maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We couldn't find it.
So Kotaku has this really good article about how these stupid idiots over at Super Best Friends Play found...
His channel is dying.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. I hate those motherfuckers. I hear the tall one's just the worst. Did I do the thing right? I did it right.
It looks like you.
And how they found this incredibly obscure fighting game that no one has ever been able to get a hold of, including I can't move this, including the developers. So probably.
I have a question.
We finally got it. The group said, introducing their playthrough, but how?
Thanks to the 8 or 12 people who finally braved the Russian dark web.
That's a quote I never thought I would see emblazoned on a web page.
Said incredibly unattractive Matt McMuscle.
Oh, no, it does. No, it doesn't say that. Oh, and they're using clips from our video.
Is it really?
I don't know, man.
I don't remember that stage,
remember that stage. Yeah, they just
that stage looks awesome.
And then they go into it, blah, 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 blah. So, once this happened, once that article came out, there seemed to be a flurry of Death Cargo news around the internet. Most specifically, links to the new website or whatever the fuck it was saying, no. Fucking Death Cargo is shit and dead.
It's bad.
It's all about Gorebreaker now.
There is a new game called Gorebreaker.
It's all about Gorebreaker. So, I would actually like to pull up an email early that we got in about this news topic.
Yeah, someone emailed us to give us more information about Gorebreaker.
I totally clicked on it. There it is.
Take your time.
So we got an email at superbestfriendcast@gmail.com.
That's superbestfriendcast@gmail.com.
Let me check, make sure I don't have the emails open. Great. From a Mr. Wilmar.
Cool.
Who is Necrostorm sales and contact manager.
Necrostorm, our good friends at Necrostorm.
So there's a bunch of super fun things
that were said
in this email.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read it because it's got some news. We want to thank you for your exposure regarding the abandoned game Death Cargo. Considering Debt Cargo is out of market since 2015, and it's going to be replaced with another different game called Gorebreaker, already approved in a beta stage by ID at Xbox. We would be glad to provide you with a copy once it's released. That's because every Death Cargo customer will receive a free copy of Gorebreaker, and that's something they put out. Like, the logic on this is so baffling. They're like, we're embarrassed by Death Cargo, so everybody gets free Gorebreaker.
Why are you fucking embarrassed? Don't be embarrassed by that.
It's awesome. Put it out. We know you just downloaded a pirated version of Death Cargo, but we would be glad to give you guys an exception.
That's not true.
And then offers some kind words and says contact him if we have any other information. So we will definitely follow up that shit for Gorebreaker when that shit is in a playable state. That being said, I think Wooly does have a physical copy coming in the mail.
Yeah, he did mention that because that was when it was like, oh, let me try that in case.
Off of eBay.
So hey, Pat.
Yeah?
I have a follow-up email to that email.
Oh, yeah. Also, that company showed up on our subreddit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they also sent us a private message on YouTube, and it's pretty different to what you just read out.
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
So thank you sincerely for sharing our game Death Cargo with your community. As previously announced in 2015, we are absolutely 100% not happy with Death Cargo at all, and we consider it a failure. That's why we removed it from the market. Death Cargo is going to be replaced with a much better, gorier game called Gorebreaker. Gorebreaker is going to be a side-scroller with RPG elements. From Death Cargo, we only kept the story, the soundtrack, the characters, and the ultra vibe. We replaced all the graphics with quote-unquote handmade animations and, of course, created actual gameplay.
What?
Gorebreaker beta, this is where it gets
We have created actual gameplay?
Gorebreaker beta was, of course, approved by ID at Xbox, like you said, and for Windows 10 and Xbox One in 2018. As previously announced on our official channels, all Death Cargo customers will receive the Gorebreaker, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That's a little bit more insight. It will be a scrolling RPG.
So there, if you look up Gorebreaker, by the way, you can go and find a video. By the way, we fucked up all over. It's not Russian. It's Italian.
Sure.
You can find a video
Bapa da
of
boopy.
some of the cutscenes or story shit from Gorebreaker are out there. And they are ridiculous.
So about a year ago, I remember actually looking this up and seeing Gorebreaker and stuff, and I had completely forgotten about it. So when all this news and these messages popped up, I was like, what? That sounds vaguely familiar. And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, it is true. I do remember some sort of thing where on their Facebook, because I was like, we need to play Death Cargo on not Saturday morning Scrub Lords. That was a mistake. It should have been a Friday night Fisticuff.
Yeah, we're not perfect, guys. We make mistakes.
Unlike Gorebreaker, unlike fucking Death Cargo.
Gorebreaker.
I'm super happy we're living in this universe in this timeline because this is amazing. This is such a great band of time to be living in right now. I mean, in terms of fighting games, everywhere else is pretty shit. Generally.